Hi, welcome to our presentation today. We are SAC Marketing Group. I'm Cole Bouquin.
I'm Kayley Eastman.
I'm Sam Evans.
I'm Chase Graham.
And I'm Keaton Williams. Our marketing group talked with Rush Bowls, a local small business that's located just off of Hillsborough Street in Raleigh that serves a lot of the university students. What we were interested in learning about is their current marketing methods and then possible suggestions or improvements to make changes to this marketing methods to grow their business.
To go off what Keaton just said, SAC Marketing has interviewed Jason Severin, which is the manager at the Hillsborough location. And during the interview, we concluded that your previous marketing methods include word of mouth, signage, rewards program, and charity events. We realized that Rush Bowls is a great alternative for healthy, fast eating, and we have found research questions we think could help increase your customer loyalty and repeat customers. We have made some research questions that deal with the effect of return rate of customers. All of these questions help us to answer the main problem of increasing customer loyalty. Customers want to have a good experience at Rush Bowls with fast service, good prices, and helpful employees.
So looking at the methodologies, right here, just literature sources that we use to find answers to our research questions. And now looking at our qualitative data, we conducted a focus group about 30 minutes that was held on Zoom. Consisted of 8 members from NC State, 4 male and 4 female. We also had 2 in-depth interviews. Was with Pascal Lutz, a 21-year-old male, and Joy Bogwin, who was a 44-year-old female. And we also had our quantitative data, which was our survey that we conducted. It consisted of 11 questions and 127 participants. We gathered the information from our survey by posting links on multiple social media sites and sending links out to contacts via email and text messages.
From that research, we had 3 main findings. Number 1, it's quicker for the customers to order the bowl at the store, which is really valuable. A lot of the customers that are interested in potentially ordering one of these bowls, it would be expensive and untimely for them to try and collect all the ingredients and make it for themselves at home. So just making the ordering at the store, which requires 10 minutes or less, is a huge convenience for the customer. The next is that coupons or deals increase loyalty based on 3 factors, which is personalization, the minimum purchase amounts, and then higher face values. So between those 3 things, the coupons can be super valuable for the business because once the coupon is in the customer's hand, they feel that obligation or that sense of connection between themselves and the business, and then going into the business and then using that coupon to save a little bit of percentage or dollar amount upon their product. That brings a lot of value to the customers that are using the products and begins to increase that loyalty from the customer to the business. And then lastly is that employee engagement encourages customers to return to the store. When the employees engage with the customers, that increases the customer service that's given to those customers, which creates even strengthens that customer and business loyalty. We've seen this multiple times through larger businesses such as Jersey Mike's or Chick-fil-A. Both of those 2 stores have incredible customer service, which has those customers coming back and back time again.
So I'm going to be talking about the qualitative findings. We did this, as stated before, by conducting a focus group consisting of 8 NC State students. We asked them a series of questions and recorded their responses. So from the focus group, we learned that when eating at a restaurant, the 2 most important factors were good customer service and quality food. We also found that customers widely recommended loyalty programs, and a quote given by Joy Bogwin was, "Since COVID-19, I find myself ordering online much more frequently." Another important thing to consider is the focus group said that genuine interactions increase a positive review of the restaurant. Another quote that we have for that is, "I enjoy being able to talk with employees about other things and not strictly what I'm ordering." And that is from Pascal Lutz. The final important thing that we found from conducting the focus group was that the people in the focus group would typically be willing to wait 3 to 8 minutes for fast food. Ryan Smith gave a direct quote that stated, "If food is worth it, I'll wait a good amount of time." And Cole also conducted in-depth interviews with Joy Bogwin and Pascal Lutz, who gave the quotes in the slide above. and they both really enjoy rush bowls, and this gave us a more detailed response than the focus group did.
So next, we are going to talk about the findings we had from our quantitative data. So first off, I'm going to explain a frequency function that we used through SPSS using the survey data. So first of all, 57% of people say that they will wait 6 to 8 minutes for fast food, which is something we found very interesting because normally you would think if you go into a drive-through, you only want to be there normally less than 5 minutes, something like that. Or if you go into a fast food restaurant, you want to be there less than 5 minutes if you're ordering takeout, whatever it may be. So to know that majority of people will wait more than that, will wait 6 to 8 minutes, and then on top of that, another 24 people will wait more than 8 minutes was very interesting. At Rush Bowls, the average time to serve a bowl is about 4.5 minutes, and based on standard deviation being slow times, busy times, it could be anywhere between 3.5 and 6 minutes normally. So from that data, we found that it was very interesting for Rush Bowls because they kind of fit the scheme of what we found in the data. Next up, I'm going to talk about the agreement between, or what people thought about the agreement that coupons, promo codes, and deals affect their choice of dining. So 43% of the participants in our survey stated that these coupons and deals did affect their choice of dining. Another 16.5% agreed with that and thought it was very important. And then 10% stated that coupons have no effect on their choice of dining, which these are very interesting statistics because by knowing that only 10% of people don't let coupons affect their choice of dining, that goes to show that 90% of people do have an effect, which means that coupons can have a very big effect on people and where they want to eat. Next, I'm going to talk about the descriptive statistics on how important ordering techniques are at a restaurant. So we found that the most important ordering technique is in person with an employee, which goes back to what Keaton stated about how the engagement customers have with employees is very, very beneficial and can have a huge impact on whether or not they return to that restaurant. The least important ordering technique was in store via kiosk. We didn't have as many people who really have heard of that or felt that it was very important. And as you can see from the data on the right, the next important after in person would be on a website and over an app, which is kind of why the rewards program, like we mentioned earlier, was being used. Next, according to the survey, 61% of participants engage with employees, and only 25% of participants engage with employees less than often. This goes on to, once again, what I stated on the last slide and what Keaton stated, customer engagement contributes to the satisfaction and experience of a customer. So employees really do need to be engaged when a customer comes into the store. We can see from the data on the right that 42.5% and 18.1% is what makes up that 61%. And they find that either somewhat often or very often they are engaging with employees, whether it be a how are you doing, how's your day, whatever it may be. Getting employees more engaged with the customers is beneficial. And next, we talk about 47% of participants return to a restaurant with great service, and 8% of those participants return to great service less than 50% of the time. So the data circled on the chart below shows us that, and we feel that the data shows a good representation of what great service can do for a company. Next, I'm going to talk about the relationship between the engagement with employees at a restaurant and how important customer experience is at a restaurant using the crosstab in SPSS. So 71 of 127 participants think customer experience is very important. 61% of participants engage with employees often. And on top of that, 94 of those participants find customer experience important. So this really shows us the relationship between customer engagement and how important customer service is. And more than likely, if you're engaging with the customers, then more than likely they're going to enjoy your service. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the relationship between how long people will wait for fast food and the speed of service. So we found that 56 people find speed of service to be very important. 70% of these people will wait 6+ minutes though, which goes to show that, as Ryan stated, that people will wait for good food. 98% of participants found speed of service important, which like I said, kind of makes sense for fast food. If you're going to get fast food, you would expect it to be quick.
With larger sample size, more time, and opinions from different ages, we could have had different as results. We do think Rush Bowls usually bring in customers from ages 19 to 25 years old. Therefore, we think our results have been a very accurate representation of Rush Bowls. You should not disregard our research based on our limitations.
So through our research questions, we were able to come up with 4 main conclusions. The first conclusion we were able to draw was the longer it takes to make a bowl, the likelihood of a customer returning drops. Secondly, accessible ordering techniques create an open arms feel to customers. Thirdly, coupons and deals increase the likelihood of returning customers. And last conclusion we were able to draw was employee engagement is also linked to a returning customer.
So next I'm going to talk about some recommendations that we have for Rush Bowls. First of all, hiring a social media manager is something that we feel can be very beneficial. A social media manager, whether it be an intern who gets paid nothing or someone who gets paid a small amount of money for their hourly work, is something that could be very beneficial. The social media impact on today's world, especially on the Hillsborough location and students, is something that we feel can draw a lot of customers in. Next, creating a new rewards program called Rush Rewards. A little bit more intriguing, a little bit of a better name, and something that we feel can draw customers in, whether it be the more they come, the more rewards they get, and then that adds up to maybe one day in the future getting a free bowl or maybe getting some free toppings. Whatever it may be, the more loyal customers are going to get better rewards. Next, we think that having monthly conversations with employees regarding their engagement with customers could be very beneficial, whether it be a sit-down conversation with all the employees, whether it be one-on-one, whatever it may be. We think that by managers doing this and keeping employees engaged, that'll help them when a customer comes in and give them the best service. Lastly, the last recommendation we have is to create an under 6-minute guaranteed service time. So if a bowl is not served within that 6-minute threshold, customers will be guaranteed their money back. We feel that even though this is a small amount of time, the best service and the quickest service is something that Rush Bowl is capable of.
So this is just the moderator's guide that we use for the focus group. These are all of the survey questions that we used. This is the descriptive coding for our survey. Descriptive coding, and then these are just our sources.
With all that being said, that concludes our presentation here today, and we appreciate your time.